On today's episode of Warehouse Safety Tips, we're going to be covering week 5 of 5 on electrical safety awareness. So stay tuned. Welcome to Warehouse Safety Tips. If you're a seasoned vodcast viewer, this vodcast is going to be different from most that you watch. It's based around exactly what the name implies, warehouse safety tips. And since the people in this industry are busy, we know that time is money, so each episode will be as short and to the point as possible. And now, with all that out of the way, let's get to the vodcast. Week 5 of Electrical Safety Awareness is going to be covering emergency response. So what we want to do is cover 5 tips that are going to help you with this. As always, these are not the end-all be-all of tips or suggestions, so make sure that you follow the rules and regulations of your facility. But this is going to be a great place to get you started, because with electricity, you want to have a quick, correct action, and that's a must. It has to be just absolutely second nature when something happens, because seconds can just absolutely mean the most. So the very first thing we want to talk about is going to be never touch a person that's in contact with an electrical source. So if you know the electric is running through somebody, your first inclination might be to grab them, but just remember, electricity will flow directly through them into you. So you don't want to do that. You want to make sure that the electricity is shut off, and then at that point, once you know that there is no electric flowing, then you can assist the person. And we know that that is going to be your first thought, but don't do that, because then they'll be taking care of 2 people instead of 1. So the second thing is, you want to make sure that you shut the source off immediately. So again, if you see something going on, this is whether or not if somebody is actually got electric flowing through them, or if there's just an electrical situation, you always want to make sure that you shut the electric off at the source first. And then the third thing is going to be that you want to make sure that you call the emergency response team and 911 or whatever the number is in your area to call, because you want to get people there helping immediately. Fourth thing is that you want to make sure that you never move anything electrical wires with electrical running through them with metal tools. Always use something that's non-conductive. It can be anything that is non-conductive, but do not use metal. And last but not least, you want to make sure that you're always trained in CPR and first aid. All the things that we've just talked about, you want to basically have a preparation and a assuredness that you are ready for the situation. So you want to do things like walk your plant and make sure that no electrical panels are blocked. Our sponsor, Mighty Line, has got a great array of floor signs for this that will let you know not to block panels, because if there's an issue, you want to know exactly where they are and exactly what to do should something happen. And that very first thing is making sure that they're not blocked, and that you know exactly where they're at, so that you can get to them immediately. So the other thing is knowing those numbers to call, knowing the procedures in both CPR, first aid, and just response, that you're running through those in drills. And here's the thing. You want to remember that it is something that may very well never happen, but you don't want to not be prepared if it does. So even though you might think, you know what, we went time and time and time again without something like this happening, that attitude is probably in most cases going to be true. But then again, whenever something happens in a location, you almost always hear the people say, I've done this hundreds of times and nothing has happened until this time. So you always want to be prepared. So make sure that if you're a new person in your location, that you find out all this stuff. And if you are able to, get on the first aid team, get on the CPR team, get on the electrical response team, all the different things that will help, because if something does happen, you'll be prepared to help you, your location and your coworkers should something occur, which again, maybe not a situation that will happen, but we just want to make sure that if it does, you're ready. So always run drills, always be ready, always know the stuff that you need to do just in case, and worst case scenario, you'll be prepared and be able to speak to it and help people, should something happen, or maybe even if you're going to another location, or you move from one facility to another, you could be the go-to person on it. It's just good information to know across the board because, like it or not, electricity is at all facilities. So anyway, those are going to be, again, 5 tips to help you get started. They are never the end all be all. We always want you to make sure that, again, you follow the rules and regulations of your specific facility, but they'll be a great place to start. We will be back with you next month for a new set of monthly tips. And until we do that, have a great day. We want you to go out there and stay safe. And above all else, just make sure that you're always ready, no matter what is happening, to stay safe and go home safe, because that is exactly what we want you to do. So until we talk to you next time, again, have a great day, stay safe, and here is a word from one of our sponsors.
It's scientifically unexplainable. It's virtually indestructible. And it's taking over the entire planet. But in a really good way. It's Mighty Line Floor Tape, the most durable floor tape in the world. 7 times thicker than average floor tape, beveled to endure pounding warehouse traffic, and backed with a super strong peel and stick adhesive, so you'll never have to worry about painting shop floors again. Mighty Line Floor Tape, the only durable stripe.